The United Kingdom, navigating economic and social challenges. The United Kingdom, renowned for its rich history, democratic institutions, and cultural influence, is in the midst of a period of profound transition. While no nation stands still forever, the pace and scale of change across Britain in recent years have been particularly striking. As the country continues to redefine its global role post-Brexit and navigate internal economic and societal shifts, many citizens and observers have noted that the UK no longer feels like the place it once was. But this isn't a tale of irreversible decline. Instead, it's a story of adaptation, resilience, and the urgent need to address new and emerging challenges. Economic pressures and the cost of living. In the year 2025, the cost of living continues to dominate the national conversation. With inflation reaching 3.5% in April, the highest since January 2024, many households are feeling the squeeze. This spike is largely attributed to increased housing and energy costs, along with higher council tax and service charges. According to the Office for National Statistics, ONS, families are spending more of their income on essential goods, leaving less room for savings or discretionary spending. Wage growth, although present in some sectors, has not consistently kept pace with these rising expenses. For middle and low-income families, budgeting has become a monthly battle, and even those in traditionally stable professions are reassessing their financial security. More families now rely on credit or support schemes just to get through the month. This shift in economic stability is one of the core reasons why many feel that the UK is no longer the country it used to be. The pursuit of a comfortable, middle-class lifestyle has become more difficult, contributing to feelings of uncertainty and frustration. Public services and healthcare under strain. Public services, especially healthcare, have long been a source of national pride. The NHS, once hailed as the gold standard for public health systems, has faced mounting pressure in recent years. The British Medical Association reports that in the past year, approximately 1,640,000 people waited over 4 hours in A&E departments. Delays in GP appointments, shortages of staff, and rising burnout rates among healthcare professionals further strain the system. Local councils have also declared financial emergencies, prompting cuts to services such as libraries, youth programs, and social care. While efforts to modernise and streamline these services are ongoing, the impact on communities is tangible. In many areas, the withdrawal of public amenities contributes to a sense of decline and disconnection. Community cohesion suffers when essential services become inaccessible, especially in disadvantaged or rural areas. Housing market challenges. Housing remains a significant concern across the UK. The average house price reached £290,000 in November 2024, according to government data, with affordability continuing to be a major barrier for first-time buyers. The dream of home ownership, once considered a realistic goal for working families, now feels out of reach for many. High demand and limited supply have driven up rental costs, particularly in urban centres. Simultaneously, the availability of social housing has declined, exacerbating homelessness and housing insecurity. Government initiatives to stimulate house building are underway, but progress is often slow and regionally uneven. In some parts of the country, development projects face delays due to planning restrictions, land shortages, or lack of investment. These challenges reflect a broader transformation in how people live and plan for their futures. Long-term financial planning, including property investment and retirement savings, has become more precarious. Adjusting to a post-Brexit world. The UK's departure from the European Union marked a defining shift in its modern history. Post-Brexit, the country has had to renegotiate trade deals, redefine immigration policies, and adapt to new regulatory frameworks. While there have been successes, such as new trade agreements and increased regulatory independence, many sectors have faced disruptions. A recent UK-EU deal aimed at simplifying the trade of plant and animal products has been welcomed by food sellers, though concerns remain among fishing communities who feel left behind. Businesses, especially small exporters, continue to navigate the complexities of new customs procedures and compliance standards. Increased paperwork and delayed shipments have added operational costs, which are often passed on to consumers. This adjustment period underscores the ongoing transformation in the UK's economic and political relationships. Shifting community and social ties. Community dynamics in the UK are also evolving. Traditional forms of social cohesion, including close-knit neighbourhoods and local institutions, have been challenged by urbanisation, economic stress, and changes in lifestyle. The decline of community centres, local pubs, and high street activity has left some areas feeling isolated. Yet, new forms of engagement are emerging. Digital communities, grassroots initiatives, and volunteer networks are stepping in to fill the gaps. The Community Life Survey, published by the UK government, shows a continued interest in volunteering and civic engagement, especially among younger generations. Online platforms have made it easier to connect around shared causes, even across geographic distances. These shifts reflect the UK's capacity for resilience and reinvention, even as it grapples with modern challenges. The UK's global role in transition. Historically, the UK has played a prominent role in global affairs, leveraging its diplomatic network, soft power, and economic influence. However, in a rapidly shifting geopolitical environment, Britain's influence is being redefined. Post-Brexit, the country seeks to position itself as Global Britain, with an emphasis on trade, security cooperation, and innovation. The UK remains a key player in NATO and maintains strategic alliances with countries like the United States, Japan, and members of the Commonwealth. At the same time, emerging powers and regional blocs are reshaping the balance of global power. Navigating this new landscape requires adaptive diplomacy and long-term strategic planning. Innovation in defence technology, green energy, and financial services will likely define the UK's influence in the years ahead. Political developments and public sentiment. The political landscape in the UK has seen significant volatility in recent years. Leadership changes, debates over national policy, and differing visions for the country's future have contributed to public fatigue. While political engagement remains high, trust in institutions has fluctuated. According to a 2024 Ipsos Mori poll, public confidence in political leaders and parties is at its lowest in over a decade. This reflects a broader desire for transparent, solutions-oriented governance. Efforts to rebuild trust through inclusive policymaking and public consultation are critical to restoring confidence. Political renewal is not only a matter of leadership, but also of listening, accountability, and citizen participation. Evolving cultural identity. The UK is increasingly diverse and multicultural, with its cultural identity continually evolving. The concept of Britishness now encompasses a broader range of experiences, traditions, and expressions. This diversity enriches the country, yet also raises questions about unity, representation, and shared values. Debates around the role of the monarchy, national symbols, and regional autonomy continue to shape public discourse. The ongoing dialogues about identity are not signs of division, but rather evidence of a society negotiating its future in an inclusive and thoughtful way. From Scotland to South London, what it means to be British is being continuously rewritten, and that may be one of the UK's greatest strengths. National well-being and mental health. Mental health and well-being have become major public health priorities. A 2024 report from Mind UK found that 7.8% of adults report feeling lonely, always or often, with higher rates among young people and the elderly. Social isolation, economic uncertainty, and the impacts of digital life all contribute to these trends. The NHS and non-profit organisations are expanding mental health services, and public awareness campaigns are helping to reduce stigma. Schools, workplaces, and communities are increasingly recognising the importance of mental resilience and support networks. There is growing consensus that mental health must be treated with the same urgency as physical health to ensure a truly healthy society. Building a future-ready UK. The United Kingdom stands at a pivotal moment in its modern journey. While many challenges exist, from economic pressures and housing issues to political shifts and identity debates, there are also opportunities for renewal and innovation. The story of Britain today is not solely about loss or decline. It's about the effort to adapt, evolve, and strengthen its foundations for the future. Through collaboration, inclusive policy, and a shared sense of purpose, the UK can continue to thrive as a resilient and forward-looking nation. Acknowledging the present while planning for the future is key to shaping a country that remains both familiar and boldly new. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.